All right, Eagles travel to Kansas City to face the Chiefs. Super Bowl rematch. Eagles 1.5-point favorites here. 46.5 points is the over-under. Obviously, Eagles coming off that 24-20 win against the Cowboys. Chiefs coming off that loss in Brazil against the Chargers 27-21. Some injury news. Dallas Goedert questionable for this one. Xavier Worthy, though, he might play. A lot of people thought the shoulder injury, is he out for the season? It looked bad. He was a limited participant, and he was already warming up the shoulder celebration, like the fake injury, and then rocket shoulder celebration. I saw that clip earlier today. So what are you looking for in this matchup of the Super Bowl, JP?
I think this game is going to be a really sluggish one. This is actually one of my locks. I have this game going under because I just think both teams still kind of feel a bit sluggish. I think we all know what the Chiefs' issues have been. I do think they're going to struggle a lot with this Eagles defense that can kind of pin their ears back, especially with Jalen Carter in the game. I do wonder if the Chiefs actually try and use some more under center in their run game and their passing game to try and mesh some of what their running backs are good at with what Patrick Mahomes is good at. And I think it'll help getting some more play action because they still really can't like pass block for that long. I think Sua Mataia might be a bit of he is the red X. Him and Jawan Taylor are the red X's on this offensive line, and the Eagles are really well equipped to attack that. So I expect them to try and neutralize the pass rush by just kind of run the ball at them and use play action. I won't be surprised if they kind of go with the RPO side to side stuff in this game, just because they can't block them up front. And then I do still worry about the communication for the Chiefs defense, but the Eagles offense really was sluggish against Dallas on Thursday. It still feels like they're trying to figure stuff out. So when both teams are trying to figure something out, I'm going to take the under here. And this game feels like it's going to be a knockdown, drag out fight.
Yeah, I like the under because I just don't see any reason to think that the Chiefs' offensive woes that we saw in the Super Bowl are going to change. Like what did they add in the last 7 months now, 8 months? What did they add in the last 8 months that's made you think that this Chiefs team is all of a sudden going to be different? A rookie left tackle who had multiple penalties in week one. Like he was fine. He's not a massive upgrade. And they honestly may have, at left guard going up against Jalen Carter and King Sua Mataia, that could be a big mismatch the way it was in that Super Bowl. So it obviously wasn't Kingsley in the Super Bowl though, but I love the underpick that you have. I know it's in KC and not a neutral field, but this Chiefs offense just feels mismatched right now. And even if Xavier Worthy does play, it feels like the Eagles, you got to have some supreme dudes to beat the Eagles the way we saw some of the supreme dudes on the Cowboys do in week one. I don't see the Chiefs having that right now. I just don't.
The Chiefs don't have the receiving talent to make a factor like Adoree Jackson or Jacorian Bennett starting opposite Quinion Mitchell be a problem.
Yes.
I think the Cowboys were able to do that last week because they have CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. You had to choose which guy to defend, but with this offense, with this receiver group looking the way it is now, like even if Xavier Worthy plays, which I don't know if he'll play a lot, but even if he does play, like you don't really have that threat at receiver outside of Travis Kelce, who they have shown they can kind of take away from Patrick Mahomes. So you're going to be relying on Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyquan Thornton. Oh my gosh, I forgot the other one. He got the Brownlee, Jason Brownlee.
Mm-hmm.
You're throwing a Jason Brownlee in this game, and that's going to be tough for them to beat the Eagles with, especially to beat this defense. I just worry about them becoming a pincushion too quickly.
And then everyone's going to throw the stat out. If they go 0-2, 11% of teams. 11% of teams that go 0-2 make the playoffs, so they will be behind the 8 ball if that's the case.